Hello, welcome to the Stitches Plus Pearls podcast. This is episode 2. I'm your host, Becca. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Mrs. Becca Stanton. And I just want to say thank you so much for checking out my podcast. And I really want to say thank you to everyone who watched my first podcast. I know it wasn't very good. I'm hoping that as I continue to podcast, if I continue to podcast, that I will get better and better at podcasting. I think that there's probably a learning curve to it. And so, yeah, hopefully they get better as they go on. Today I have a couple of whips to show. I have no finished objects. I wish I did, but I just haven't had very much time for knitting. Over the past couple weeks, I've been really busy making bags and just other things, being a mom. So, but I will jump right in. So the first thing I want to talk about is on my last episode, I mentioned that I was waiting for the 6-Bit Storybooks newest issue to come out, Dwell, and it finally did, and I was super excited because I knew I wanted to make the Linden sweater. So as soon as that came out, I had to hurry up and get everything that I needed for this sweater. And Shannon from the Yarn at Home Mom also is making the sweater. Her and I are planning to meet to do the Rose City Yarn Crawl together. So we thought it would be fun if we made this sweater a knit along. And we were going to host in both of our Ravelry groups. And yeah, so there'll be double the chance for prizes. And I think it's going to be really fun. So we are going to set up those groups tonight. And yeah, I'd really love it for people to join in. Here is a picture of the sweater. It's so, so cute. I just love it. I love all the detail. And I immediately ordered my yarn, and I chose to use Quince & Co. in the it's Quince & Co. Chickadee in the Damson colorway. Here's the skein, and it's like this purple brown. It's really, really pretty color. I love this. And I went ahead and knit my swatch last night. And I was so happy knitting this yarn. It is such a joy to knit with. I've used Quince & Co. Lark before, but I'd never used the Chickadee. And oh my gosh, it's really lovely to work with. It's squishy and smooth and soft, and yeah, it's really springy. And I got so excited after knitting this swatch that I couldn't wait, and I started to cast on. I did cast on a sleeve. And so here's what I knit last night on my sleeve. See if I can get up close of the detail. It's so pretty, and it actually, like, I just knit this much just sitting for not even very long last night. It's just really, really addicting. And it's really fun to knit. I love the pattern and I love the yarn. So yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, check out, for anybody who wants to knit this sweater with us, check out our Ravelry groups and join in with us. It's going to be really, really fun. And I'm really excited to see everyone's projects. Also, I really love the story behind the sweater, which you can find in the 6 Bits issue Dwell. It's such a lovely story, and yeah, it just really makes knitting it all that much more fun. And I don't know if I mentioned it, it's the Linden sweater, again, just in case I didn't before. So yeah, so join in, it's fun, and it's a beautiful sweater. So my next work in progress, I had last week, and I really didn't make much more progress on it, but here is my Socks on a Plane. The yarn is She's a Man-Eater by the Yarn at Home Mom. It's really, really pretty colors. It's like mauve and pink and ivory, and it's really, really pretty. And I do really like these socks. The pattern's really fun. It's interesting. This is a free pattern on Ravelry that I found, and yeah. Last week I thought about ripping them out and starting over because I didn't like the fact that I was knitting them on size 2s. But I went ahead and knit more down the cuff, and then I put the Fish Lips Kiss heel in it, and I don't know. I think they're okay. I love the yarn and I like the pattern, so I think I can live with the big stitches. And I think I will give these to my oldest daughter. She needs some more knitted socks, and she really, really likes these. And so yeah, these will probably go to her. But yeah, I really didn't get much more done on these, unfortunately. Maybe I will this week. But yeah. So my next work in progress is another pair of socks. And this is just a vanilla sock, just my standard, how I always make my socks. And it's a self-striping yarn. It's by Despondent Dyes. The colorway is called The Bastard's Heart is Black, which is so funny. You can find her shop on Etsy at Despondent Dyes. But yeah, this set came with a little red mini, and so I did the cuff with the red, and then I think now I'm ready to do the heel, and I'll do my heel. I'm gonna do a Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I'll do it with the red as well, and then I will do my toe in red. But yeah, this is really fun. These went really quick. I just did this in like, I don't know, just sitting on the couch in the evening. I knit all of this, and I should finish them, but I have so many other things I'm doing. These I'm knitting for, Kristen from Volenvine is hosting a box of socks knit along, and so these will go for that. And I already have one pair of socks. The goal is to knit 12 socks by the end of 12 pairs of socks by the end of the year, and I've knit one pair, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do it. So yeah, these are really fun. This is the first time I've ever used self-striping sock yarn, and it's been really fun using that. They really go by fast because you just want to do one more stripe. So my next thing that I've been working on is my mystery knit along for the Rose City Yarn Crawl. And this, so this was clue number 1. And then all of this was clue number 2. And then I'm waiting for clue number 3 to come out. But they say that, like, in the pattern says that this is supposed to be a cowl, and I'm just having a hard time visualizing how it's going to become a cowl, because it's a really funny shape. The yarn that I'm using to knit this is from the Yarn at Home Mom. This is her Portland Dirt colorway, and it's really pretty. It's got, I don't know if my camera's focusing so well, but it's got flecks of brown and black and a little bit of hot pink and this really pretty mint green, and yeah, it's so pretty. I love this yarn. And then for my contrast color, I'm using the Yarn at Home Mom also in her Spearmint Breeze colorway, and I think that it contrasts really nicely. It's pretty. I really like it. So yeah, I'm excited for clue number 3 to come out, and I'm really excited to head to Portland for that yarn crawl because it's gonna be so much fun. My sister's planning on coming down with her kids while I'm there, and we're gonna have like a crafting weekend along with the yarn crawl. My best friend who lives down there is joining in with us to do the yarn crawl. As I said, Shannon from the Yarn at Home Mom is gonna go, and my mom is gonna go, so we're all gonna go together, and I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be really, really fun, and I'm excited to check out all those yarn stores and get pretty stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for that, which makes me excited to get this shawl done or cowl done, because it's just that much closer to the time that we get to leave. We're planning on leaving at the end of this month, and I'll actually be there for 3 weeks, visiting before and after the yarn crawl. All my husband's family lives in that area, and a lot of my family does as well, so it's a good opportunity for us to visit and do lots of fun things. So yeah, it's very exciting. My next work in progress, I didn't show last week because it's pretty small, but it's my Cozy Memories blanket. And it's really fun. I've had a lot of fun putting even this small amount together. I just like seeing all the different squares knit up. Like when I got She's a Man Eater in the mail, before I cast on my socks, I immediately knit in a square so I could see how it knit up. And then I have so many beautiful minis sitting there waiting for me to knit into this blanket, so I really want to make some more progress on this. It's really fun. I actually, just as a little surprise, I put my sister together a little kit with a project bag and a bunch of minis, and the pattern. I'm using I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's just called Memory Blanket from Ravelry. I'll post a link in my show notes to the pattern that I'm using, but anyway, I printed her off a pattern and filled up a project bag with a bunch of minis, and then I gave her a bunch of stitch markers, and I shipped that all to her, and she just received it, and she's really excited, and I think it's really fun. I'm excited for her to do it too, and I have so many minis that I can share with her. But yeah, this is just really fun. I did a swap in December with Shannon from the Yarn at Home Mom, and she sent me so many minis, so many beautiful minis. I was super excited, and every time I look in my little tote by my couch and see them, I think, oh, I really should knit a square on my blanket. They're so pretty. And I have so many. But yeah, so that's all I have for works in progress right now. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really do very much knitting on these last week and a half. I've been sewing and just being a mom and all the things that go along with that. So I've been pretty busy. I feel like I've been really busy. I don't know if I really have, but I guess I should talk about the sweater that I'm wearing today. Is called the Pasture Sweater, and it is by Annie Claire Designs. And yeah, I did this as a test knit in the summer, and I knit it with Swan Island Natural Fingering in the colors Raspberry and Fig. It's just a big loose sweater with 3/4 inch sleeves. Well, I guess they're a little more than 3/4 inch, but they're shorter sleeves. And it's got this really fun, it's actually knit reverse. The stripes are at the top. You knit this whole part, and then you pick up stitches to go around, and then you knit down, and then you pick up stitches for the sleeves and knit them down. And that's really, I really like sweaters with interesting constructions and textures. So this really spoke to me, and it was a fun test knit. It took about 3 weeks to knit because it was knit with the fingering weight yarn, and so yeah, but it was fun, and I love the sweater. It's soft and cozy, and it's actually really, really warm. And if you look at the pattern on Ravelry, you'll see that it has like a dropped hem in the back, which is a really fun design element as well. I really recommend this sweater. It's a fun knit, and it's interesting. So I'll move on to things that I've gotten in the mail, fun things. The first thing I got was this skein from Jinx. I love this. It's her Magical Girl colorway. It's a self-striping, and I got it on her sparkle base. And it is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. And it gives, the stripe pattern is 4 rows of red, 4 rows of yellow, 4 rows of white, pink, and red, 4 rows of purple, 4 rows of pink, and 4 rows of blue. I saw this on her Instagram, and I had to have it because she started to knit it up, and it's amazing. It's so pretty. And I've really had to resist casting this on because I have so many other things on my needles. But I think this will be my next pair of socks when I finish the black and white ones, because it's so pretty and it's so fun. And I think I'll knit these for myself. My daughter saw the yarn and she was like, oh, Mom, I have to have socks out of this, but I kind of want to keep them for myself because I really, really love this yarn. So yeah. The next thing that I got is I joined the Yarn at Home Moms Sock Yarn Club. I'm participating in that, and she's doing a Disney theme, which who can't resist that? And her first one was Lady and the Tramp. So I got this in the mail too. It's like a variegated line. It's like this aqua and purple and pink and some gold, and it's so pretty. It's really, really, really pretty. I love these colors. And it came with a little mini skein, which I love because I really love doing contrasting heels and toes and cuffs. I think that it just makes the sock so pretty. It just adds a little something more to a plain vanilla sock. And I really love that. And so it came with this aqua, which matches so beautifully. And I don't know, maybe these will be my next socks because I really love this too. There's just too many options. And it also came with this really, really cute little pendant stitch marker, Lady and the Tramp. I love Lady and the Tramp. It was one of my favorite Disneys when I was little. So this was really, really, really exciting. And it also came with candy, which I love. Shannon always sends candy and tea, which is so lovely. But of course I don't have the candy anymore. My kids actually stole it and ate it. And they really enjoyed it. But yeah, it was really fun. I'm excited for the second month. She's so creative. And I think that's all, other than the Dwell magazine, I think that's all that I have received, and some zippers. I got zippers in the mail, which isn't fun enough to show. But yeah, I've really had a lot of requests for my embroidered bags. And everyone really seems to like, I make the ones with the group of witches, and everyone really seems to like those. And unfortunately I ran out of that fabric and it's a discontinued print. But I managed to find 2 yards on Etsy. And so I just bought that and I'm waiting for that to come in the mail, and then I will make more of the ones with the witches. Cause yeah, hopefully I get quite a few, in those 2 yards because a lot of people really want one. Like I've gotten quite a few messages, which is awesome. It's really, really exciting because it's really fun to make the bags and send them out there, and that I love that people love them. Like that's really fun. But I am making, until I get those witches, I have made a few more. Last week I sold almost all the bags in my shop, even the plain ones. I sold all of them but 2. And so yeah, I'm making a few more plain ones this week and a few more embroidered ones. And I have to show you the one that it's not finished yet, but this is new fabric that I just gotten, and seriously, I love this. I still have to finish sewing the bag. I only just got the zipper in. But yeah, how cool is this? And then this is the back with my little tag on there, which is so cute. Yeah, I really love this fabric. This is by Anna Maria Horner, she was actually just featured on the newest Woolful podcast episode. I love the Woolful podcast, and she was the person that was being interviewed this week. And yeah, I really love her fabrics. I think they're so pretty. And she's a really awesome person that I just finished listening to it, and she seems like such a cool person. So yeah, I'm excited about this bag. It might be one of my most favorite bags. I just love the fabrics, and I do have a little more of it, so I'll probably make some more bags. In other news, last week, I wasn't feeling very good, and on a whim, I decided to take a pregnancy test, and it was positive. So my husband and I are expecting baby number 4, which was a big surprise, and I'm excited and a little nervous to have 4 kids, but yeah, so that was interesting, and so yeah, that's kind of made me slow down a little bit. I'm feeling tired and sick, and yeah, I can feel it slowing me down. On the positive side, I now get to knit all the baby things, which I've already started to add to my favorites in my Ravelry. I love knitting baby things, so that's exciting. And a new baby is always exciting. It's a blessing. So yeah, that's the big news going on in my life right now. So yeah, I'm hoping that I don't get too sick, that I don't feel like knitting at all, because that just wouldn't be very fun. Hopefully I'll not lose too much energy and not be too sick. But anyways, I think that is all I have to show this week and talk about. Again, I want to say thanks so much to everyone who's watching my podcast. It really means a lot, and hopefully it's something that you find interesting and that it's not too terrible. And yes, please join us for our knit along. It'll be lots of fun, and I look forward to that. So until next time, thanks so much for watching. Bye.